Okay, so we're going to do question 3 now, which says find the derivative f of x equals 4,000 over 0.1x plus 1. Now there are 2 different ways to do this. You could do the quotient rule, or you can move your denominator up to the top and do the chain rule. So whatever one you are more comfortable with. Personally, I like the chain rule better, and so I'm going to move my denominator up to the top, and I'm allowed to do that as long as I say that the entire denominator is to the power of -1. So now, by having it to the power of -1, I can do the chain rule here. So what the chain rule says is that you take the derivative of the inside and multiply it, take the derivative of just the function, so the outside, and leave the inside the same. What that looks like is f prime of u being the same, times u prime. So if we say that this is u, then that would make u prime 0.1. Okay, so that's not too bad. If we call this f, then f prime would be -1 times, or with u in the inside, because u has to stay the same, to the power of -2. And that 4,000 is a constant, and so it just stays out front. So what we have is 4,000 times u prime, which is 0.1, times -1, times u, which is 0.1x plus 1 to the -2. Well, the -2 drops it back down. Of course, we can simplify this. 4,000 times 0.1 would just move our decimal place over 1, and then we've got the negative. So we have -400 over 0.1x plus 1 squared. You'd get exactly the same thing if you did low d high minus high d low all over low squared, which I can show you that as well on the back side of this paper if you would like. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I use proper notation as I write my answer. I'm going to use Desmos and make sure that I did it correctly because I love checking my work. So here's Desmos, and what you'll see is that I have the original and then the derivative, and then this is the one we just figured out. And as long as this lays directly on top, which it does, I don't know if you can see that very well. I don't know why. There we go. As long as that lays directly on top, which it does, then you know that we found the derivative correctly. If that was a good enough explanation for you and you like it, then go ahead and stop this video now. If you want to see me doing this using the quotient rule, go ahead and keep playing the video. So I'm going to do it on the back side of this paper, and we start with f of x is 4,000 over 0.1x plus 1. So we are doing low d high minus high d low all over low squared. So we have to figure out what's high, what's low, what's d low, what's d high. So we're going to say that high is 4,000, which means d high is 0, and low is 0.1x plus 1, which means d low, I don't know why I switched notations, I'm sorry, is 0.1. All right, so low 0.1x plus 1 times the derivative of the high minus high times the derivative of the low all over low squared. Well, that is 0, and that is negative 400. Get the same thing either way. One way use the quotient rule, and one way use the chain rule. I hope that helped.